Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List. Next up, we reminisce about a magical time known as the 80s. Now for guys my age, that time in our lives is sort of what we imagine the 50s was like for our parents. Innovative, great music, and the latest technology. Well, today that technology isn't quite as groundbreaking, but you can relive the magic of the 80s and early 90s at a museum in Frisco known as the National Videogame Museum. If you were born in the 70s or early 80s, chances are you know that tune by heart. It strikes a chord when it comes to your childhood, and a chance to play it floods your heart full of memories. Well, you can Super Mario till the sun sets at a stupendously sized museum in Frisco known as the National Videogame Museum.
I feel like I'm 14 again.
Brings back good memories.
It's amazing.
To us, it has to be the real experience.
John Hardy heads the charge when it comes to these plug-and-play pieces of equipment that have stood the test of time. Well, for the most part.
Every day I turn them on and it's like, what's not going to come up today? They're that finicky, you know.
Originally from New York, John moved down to Texas when his museum became a reality in 2017. John and a couple of buddies had a big collection of back-in-the-day technology, and what used to be a traveling display of yesteryear's hottest Christmas toys has turned into a full-time interactive collection at the museum where having fun is not frowned upon.
Traditionally, you know, you hit a button and maybe something lights up, or there's not much interactivity in a museum. We felt that we had to turn that model on its head, and everything had to be interactive.
A lot of these games really do bring a lot of good memories.
It's very random for somebody to collect all these old gadgets and put them to use in a museum so you can play.
Kids today, they're adaptable. They'll play anything, right? They can play, they like the new stuff, of course, but they'll play the old stuff, even though the graphics aren't as pretty or whatever. Dads like us, you know, you and me, we grew up with this stuff, so it was second nature to easily to bring those people in.
Definitely gonna have a Contra battle here with it.
Yeah.
Bring my boy up here. All right, this game's called Contra. It's the greatest video game ever made. Get ready.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
When you have the spreader, it's so much easier.
While showing up your kids at your kind of games is popular around here,
Anytime I see like a mom schooling her son or something on Pong, I love that. You know, I'm all over that.
it's also about showing the younger generation what life was like back in the 80s.
We have recreations of an 80s living room and an 80s bedroom. And the 80s living room is something we've been doing since we started doing shows. We always had just a couch and a TV and, you know, period era type stuff. And people always identified with it.
The one thing you don't have is the knobs on the TV remote.
Yeah, right. The little turn knobs. Yeah, this was state of the art.
And then it wouldn't be complete without a bedroom.
Yeah, we had never done a bedroom until this. We went mid-80s era. And what's great about this is, I talked earlier about people interacting, not only with the games, but the environment. And all these cabinets and drawers, we encourage people to open them up and dig through them. You know, there's the gremlins, and you'll see inside there's Garbage Pail Kids and California Raisins.
Wow.
Over here you have a Watchman and you have a Walkman.
If you have a He-Man lunchbox in here, I'm going to flip out.
Hey man. No.
While I couldn't find my old lunchbox, I did find something that felt like my old hangout. And it's one of the most popular spots in the whole complex.
So this is our recreation 80s video game arcade. It's called Pixel Dreams. And 42 arcade machines from the era. Neon, black light, the 80s music.
John, this takes me back to the Mine in Highland Mall in Austin back in 1986, I think.
I don't doubt it. We all have our spot that we went to, you know, and this was our social scene of, you know, Friday, Saturday night, man. If you didn't show up, they just figured you died or something, you know. So.
Now this brings back memories.
Ah, yeah.
Mazio's Pizza, Round Rock, Texas.
Cool.
Probably about, Dad would give me $2 and I would play nothing but Spy Hunter.
Great game.
And what do you know? What do I happen to have?
Oh, there you go. Custom token. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, let's see if we can still do this.
Still got your skills or what?
Oh, brings back the memories. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. All right. I see, I never go straight into high gear right away because I know that's when I would crash.
Right, right.
There we go. Bring it down. Oh, yeah. See, oh, still got it. Ah! That's the one that would always get me.
That's always the problem.
That guy would always get me.
The amount of games, gadgets, and interactive displays seems as long as the list of game titles at the old Blockbuster. From virtual reality, one-of-a-kind games, to prototypes of popular gaming accessories, like the original Power Glove.
We have the actual original prototype of the Power Glove. Wow. It was just given to us recently.
Made famous in the movie The Wizard.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Absolutely.
My parents would never buy me one.
No, I know, right?
I had to go to my friend's house.
Yeah, right.
Did your mom give you the line all moms gave us back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
You'll never go anywhere with those video games.
Her line was always, "You're off gallivanting." You know what? I think there's still a stigma today. You talk to somebody, "What do you do?" "Oh, I run a museum." And I shouldn't feel this way because I know what it is, but they're like, "Oh, what kind of museum?" I'm like, "Video games," you know? And it's just the way I was raised because, you know, even growing up, you know, it came a point where you were supposed to stop playing video games.
Now the good news is here, you don't have to grow up. You can just show your kids how totally radical life was all those years ago.
I like how there's games where my father was a kid here, and I never knew it would come this far, all the way from the 1900s to the 2000s. It's a long time.
Amazing, tell you that. I wish I could go back to be a child again.
Everybody's a kid at heart, so I think this is a great place to come and just have fun and be a kid again.
When I see people really taking it all in and that big smile on their face and hearing them talk about their own experiences, that makes it all worthwhile, that you're bringing something to people that they remember, or, you know, they know something that's familiar to them, and really bringing in good memories with it.